This is the ColdSteel refined Viking blade. I'm going to test it out on a Viking shield today. Here we go. Recently, the names of Ragnar Lothbrok, Björn Ironsides, and Ivar the Boneless have become fairly well known. Now, because of the success of the History Channel series Vikings, those names are more widely known. From those series, you get a sense of the hardship and the tenacity of the Vikings. What you do not get is the raw power those weapons could yield. With that, I give you the ColdSteel refined Viking blade. It is made of 1060 high carbon steel, with an overall length of 37 inches. The blade is just under 1.5 inches wide. It comes with this wooden scabbard that has been wrapped in leather. It has a handsome cast chape and collar that match the rest of the sword's furniture. This furniture looks to be cast. Cross trees have a typical shape and have cast detail into the cross tree. Pommel matches the cross trees, and the handle is a leather wrapped handle that fits very nicely in the hand. It's not rounded, so you have very good edge alignment. But what's surprising about this blade was how extremely sharp it was. I was absolutely taken aback about how sharp this blade was. We reviewed the Shinwa Green Emperor Katana, and out of box I thought that was quite sharp. But this is so sharp. We spent the entire day cutting shields and abusing this sword, but there is not a single edge deformation in it. There isn't a nick or mark. It performed extremely well. Granted, the shield is only a 1/4 inch plywood covered in about 4 layers of canvas. This sword is just under 1.75 pounds. Now you might ask yourself, wow, that is a really light blade. And you're right, it is quite light, but not completely ahistorical. Another YouTuber worth watching is a Roland Warzecha, and he explores many of these weapons. And one of the weapons he looks at is the smaller and lighter Viking blade that's right around the same weight as this blade. I'm going to link his channel below so you guys can see what he's talking about. Very interesting stuff. Most blades that come from factory have what's called a secondary bevel. And that secondary bevel is where the sharpening is done. This blade doesn't have it. Its first initial bevel makes its edge. Terminates in a very sharp, very crisp edge. It also comes with a strange peen cap. I'm not quite sure if this is a peened on pommel or a screwed on pommel. My guess is a screw, but the pommel isn't screwed on. What I mean by screwed on is the pommel seems to be independent, while this little nut here at the very bottom, seems to be the thing that was screwed on. There's no hexes on it, it's perfectly round, but it does have some wear marks, which makes me think this is screwed on. But I can't exactly tell because I can't exactly take it apart. Like other swords, like the Tinker Pierce sword, which are meant to take apart for new furniture. This blade is not like that. How do we place this sword in typology? Well, Viking swords are interesting as there are quite a few of them, and not many of them are directly the same. Many of them have deviations on different hilt sizes, hilt types, cross trees, blade types, fuller types, construction, uses. Some of the swords that have been found have been deemed to be simply decoration. So, when it comes to reenactment, where do we stand with this sword? Well, I'd say it's fine. There's many examples of these types of cross trees. The only part that kind of gets at me is this pommel. It doesn't really seem to fit many of the typologies out there. It's fairly narrow and quite long. That doesn't mean that it's entirely outside the realm of reenactment. Though for reenactment you could use it, I would never use this sword for contact. It is far too sharp, and you will ruin the integrity of the blade trying to dull this thing. You'll make it extremely skinny, which it already is fairly skinny. All in all, I actually really love this blade. It is lithe, it is quick, it's controllable because it is so light, but at the same time extremely sharp. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and follow us on Facebook, where we do a lot of giveaways and updates. Again, I want to thank our sponsors, WeaponMasters.com. Without their support, none of these videos would be possible. Again, thank you all for joining us on this 3-part series. As time goes on, we're going to do more of these series. And with the series, we'll always be giving away something. So stick around to the end of each series to see if you are the winner. Again, thanks for joining us today, guys, and may all your days be filled with history. Alright guys, I know this is the part a lot of you have been waiting for, especially you guys who are on my Facebook page. What is the weapon we're giving away for this series? We decided to give away the hand axe. This is a $100 value, guys. This thing is awesome. If you want details on how to win this axe, please go to our Facebook page and follow the information given associated with this axe.